You're looking for a security system that actually works the way you need it to, reliable day in, day out, easy enough to set up without turning your garage into a networking lab, and worth the cash you're putting down. The fear most of us have is ending up with a fancy-looking box that either drops frames when the night falls, or forces us into a subscription maze we never asked for. That hesitation is real, and it's why I spent a good chunk of last week digging into how a PoE-based NVR really behaves once it's wired into a home or small office. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's talk about the eufy PoE NVR security system S4 Max paired with the PoE E41 Add-On cameras. At first glance it sounds like a lot of numbers: 16MP, triple lens, 4K UHD, 122-degree field of view. But what matters to you is whether those specs translate into a nighttime driveway that's clearly visible, a front door that tracks a person walking past, and a system that you can check on your phone without waiting for a cloud server to respond. I'll walk through the bits that actually affect daily life, and where the system may fall short. First up, the wiring. Because this is a Power over Ethernet kit, you're dealing with a single cable that carries both data and power to each camera. That eliminates the need for separate power adapters and reduces the clutter of cords on the outside of your house. In my own test setup, running a single Cat6 line from the NVR to a camera mounted on the side of the garage took about 10 minutes, and the camera powered up as soon as the NVR was switched on. The effortless setup claim isn't just marketing speak. The included software walks you through assigning IP addresses and naming each camera, and the process can be finished in under half an hour even if you're not a networking whiz. The real benefit of PoE shows up when you look at power reliability. Since the cameras draw power directly from the NVR, you don't have to worry about a dead battery in the middle of a storm. As long as your router or switch stays up, the cameras keep recording. The downside is that you do need an uninterrupted power source for the whole system. If the power goes out, the NVR and cameras go dark. eufy does provide an optional UPS, but that's an extra cost you'll need to budget for if you live in an area with frequent outages. Now, let's get to what the cameras actually see. The E41 units are triple-lens Bullet-PTZ cameras, meaning they have a wide-angle lens, a telephoto lens, and a dedicated zoom lens that can be programmed to focus on specific zones. In practice, the wide lens captures a broad sweep of the front yard, while the telephoto kicks in when someone moves beyond the 15-foot mark, delivering a clear 4K image of a license plate. The AI onboard does live cross-cam tracking, so if a person walks from the driveway into the side gate, the system automatically switches the feed to the camera that has the best view, without you having to click anything. I tried that scenario with a neighbor's delivery truck. The system followed the vehicle from the street to the porch seamlessly, and the recorded footage was sharp enough to read the license plate at the far end of the yard. One of the biggest concerns people have with modern security rigs is privacy and the temptation to sign up for cloud storage. eufy's local AI agent runs entirely on the NVR, meaning all the motion detection and object classification happen on your own hardware. No subscription is required to get basic alerts, and the video files are stored on the internal SSD. That's a major win for anyone wary of giving a third-party access to their footage. On the flip side, because the storage is local, you're limited by the drive's capacity. The S4 Max comes with a 2 TB SSD, which, at the recorded bitrate of these 4K cameras, fills up in about 3 weeks of continuous recording. If you want to keep footage longer, you'll need to add a larger drive or set the system to record only on motion events, which can sometimes miss a quick pass-by if the motion algorithm doesn't trigger in time. Speaking of motion, the AI agent is decent at distinguishing people from cars, but it can still get tripped by large pets or moving shadows. In a test where a dog ran across the lawn, the system sent an alert, but the recorded clip clearly labeled the animal as a person in the notification. If you're counting on precise alerts to avoid false alarms, you might need to spend a few minutes fine-tuning the detection zones in the app. The app itself is clean and responsive. You can pull up live feeds, scroll through recorded clips, and even set up a schedule where certain cameras go into a privacy mode during daytime when you don't want them watching the backyard. Who should buy this system? If you own